Aloha! In this tutorial, we will be creating a simple web application that will be running on your computer using XAMPP. After downloading XAMPP, make sure that you start Apache, make sure it's green and everything is configured correctly. Now, we can forget and set that. Now, go back to NetBeans and create a new project. And we will be creating a PHP project. Now make sure when you're creating your PHP project, and since you're using XAMPP, make sure you save your project in the right folder. You want to make sure the source folder is in XAMPP under htdocs and your project. I'm going to call this project Hello World. I'm going to hit next, and it's asking me the project URL. I'm going to run it as a local website using my own machine. The project URL, it's going to be localhost and just your project name. Now if you did some little configurations and you're not using the standard port 80, here, this is where you can use the port that you selected. I'm using port 8080. Next, and finish. And here we go. NetBeans, thankfully, is setting up my project workspace and I can begin. Now to test that I'm configured and I'm connected to Apache correctly, let's go ahead and right-click, run file. And here, it's automatically popping up the web page. Now this NetBeans automatically, it's using IE. I don't want to use IE. So I gotta go inside my project folder and change the configurations. Now here are the properties. I'm gonna go and select browser, and I am gonna select Chrome. You can select any browser that you want. I'm comfortable with selecting Chrome. Now let's try that again. Let's right-click on the index and run file. And it worked. Now if you're not familiar with PHP and you're only familiar with HTML right now, don't be scared. But we can create HTML files. So I'm just going to delete this index.php and I'm going to add a new file under my source files. I'm going to go to other so I can see everything more. I'm going to go under HTML and I'm just going to select a simple HTML file. And I'm still going to call this index because I want it to automatically go to this page. Hit finish. NetBeans populated some fields for me already. And here, I'm going to change the title to say Hello World. And here, in my body, I am just going to write simple header and say Hello World. Now, I can run this two ways. I can right-click, run file, or I can open up a browser and type the URL. Localhost port 8080 / hello world. There it is. So now, I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to do some simple editing right here. I'm going to use paragraph tag. Hi. My name is I'm just going to go back to my browser and notice there's no change yet. But if I refresh this page, I'm going to see it. Hooray! So now we were able to run this project, this simple web application, using our own computers, using the handy dandy application called XAMPP, so it can run Apache. Now I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you.